Well, hello. We are day 4.
Day 4.
Day 4.
Holly, you're like a jet setter right now, going from Paris to Spain.
I'm in España.
Don't worry. These are just the barrels that I have in my basement right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that shows real love of wine.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
But ask me why am I in Spain?
Why are you in Spain?
Because the wine we're drinking is from Spain.
Yes. Yes.
Have you had a glass of wine already?
Yes.
Have you?
Can you see my penguins?
Yeah. More Christmas pajamas. Those are a lot less cleavage going on today.
Well, I didn't really have any cleavage last night. You said I did.
Well, comparatively.
She's wearing a baseball tee today.
It's a baseball tee.
There you go.
With my penguins.
Love it. Oh, yes. So I'm going to win Mom of the Year today since I forgot to pick up my children at school.
You know, at Lakeside, they'll call DHS on you.
Yeah. So our nanny had surgery today, and she told me about this, and I was like, yes, of course, I can pick them up that day. Got this. And then promptly forgot today was today. And so
hey, if it makes you feel any better, I asked Courtney 3 times when she was getting her family pictures starting 6 weeks ago, and she told me the date. And finally yesterday I was like, which Wednesday is it again? And she's like, tomorrow.
What? So who called you, Jess?
Oh, the lady who was watching my children that everybody else had left. But here's the funny thing was.
But who was it?
Well, Miss Crystal. Well, I take that back. She didn't actually call me. My husband called me because they called him.
Oh, not you.
And then the nanny called me because they called her.
Oh.
But didn't call you?
No, of course nobody called me because, you know, that would have been the easy thing to do. And then nobody would have ever known. I would have told them, don't tell anybody, here's your McDonald's.
Why wouldn't they just call the mom? Just call the mom.
That would
because she's
way better.
She's an important doctor. She has lives to
save.
That's
exactly what Rex said as I walked in. He was like, Mommy, were you busy taking care of patients? I was like,
a lot of sick people today. A lot of sick people.
You're so sweet.
A lot of sick people. Yeah, there are circumcisions that had to be done.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go with that story now.
We're going to go with that.
So I say that into, leading into the fact that I'm really going to need this tonight.
Oh, yes.
Why didn't you have a pre-drink?
I've had the glass, maybe a little bit, but I haven't had the whole bottle yet.
All of it. Tell us about it, Jess. Do you have the fun fact?
Oh, wait. We've been trying this and you have never finished one of the whole itty bitty bottles that we've been drinking?
No.
What are you doing with it?
Well, I shared with my husband the rosé.
Oh yeah, he drank.
That's crazy.
JJ took it. I said, would you like to try a sip of this? And he drank the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
don't even
y'all
like
rosé. Hey, mine travels, so I've been having it all to myself.
And the extra glass, I know.
And the Pinot Grigio.
Grigio.
Didn't get any Grigio today.
That was by myself. But he's in the room tonight, so I might have to share.
Oh. So, yeah, he's going to want to share something.
Probably.
He's playing with the cat right now.
Cleo.
Cleo's getting some extra love tonight. That's okay.
Cleopatra.
Well, I'm really excited for this because it says that it is rounded and fruity with an easy drinking, soft, mellow character. And you're supposed to serve at room temperature with cold meat, chicken, or vegetable and bean casseroles, but no salad.
No salads.
No salad.
But vegetables.
Vegetables. And bean casserole.
Cold meat?
Regular bean.
Hold on. Cold meat. Why couldn't they say, wait for it, charcuterie or something? Like,
because
word of the day. Word of the day.
Oh, charcuterie. Okay.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
I like a good charcuterie board.
Me too. But why couldn't they just put it on there? I mean, why does it have to say cold meat?
Right. Well, it's cold meat
right.
chicken.
Cold meat just sounds gross.
So, I mean, cold meat chicken. So, but I mean, isn't chicken meat?
It's not saying cold chicken. It's just saying cold meat.
No, I know, but wouldn't chicken be considered a meat?
Who would eat cold chicken?
Well, yeah, chicken salad. Oh, chicken salad. Salad.
Chicken salad.
Salad.
Hey, do you have your fun fact? What's your fun fact today?
Okay. So the fun fact today is actually about Tempranillo. So it is named the Tempranillo, okay, because that has to do with the fact that it's from the Spanish word temprano, which is basically means early. And so Tempranillo is harvested. The grapes that make this is harvested before the other wine grapes in Spain. So
now, this is where you wow everybody with your bilingual skills and say all that shit in Spanish. Do it.
Go.
Do it. Go.
No, it's not importante ahorita. No.
So
my kids ask me all the time. They're like, "Mommy, speak Spanish."
Wait, so it's not called Tempranillo.
You have to say something in Spanish. We're about to drink a Spanish wine. You got to.
Es información de vino, Tempranillo.
No, that doesn't count. I've heard you go. I've heard you go. Come on.
Okay,
I drink more. I do.
So drink up, bitches.
I'm much more fluent when I drink.
The language, Holly.
Oh, did you just?
I looked up and I spilled it all over. I was just smelling it. It's okay. I was just smelling it. Just smelling it. I needed to get a good whiff.
It's dark.
It smells good.
I got a fancy glass. Oh, you can't see it because of my. Look at that.
I have my Christmas glass again.
Hey, I feel like ours are kind of like compatible. Look, mine's like a little. Oh, wait, you can't see it because of my. Hold on, let me put it in front of my face. There.
I was ready to drink.
Oh, cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
That is interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little fruity at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say it doesn't really do much at the end. It's kind of like gone, like kind of a lot of like cherry, like currant, maybe black cherry.
Yeah, but the beginning is very earthy. You know, you can taste
earthy like dirt.
Yeah,
minerals. Minerals. We call those minerals.
Different taste as it comes across. You know, so
we call those minerals in the wine,
and then you get some of that like earthy tones, and then you get the fruit.
Cheers to picking up the kids.
It makes me want to get some cold meat.
Some cold meat.
I need
your
wine.
And a bean casserole.
Bean casserole.
Yeah,
like green bean casserole, like
a green and a bean
soup with a French onion on top. Green bean casserole.
Just a green bean casserole. I think.
Have you ever had a white bean casserole?
No.
Or a black bean casserole? I mean, do they do that in Spain?
A brown.
Oh wait, that is really funny. Now that you say that, bean casseroles. How many bean casseroles do you know of?
They might do a lot of those in Spain. We don't know.
I've been to Spain. I didn't eat any bean casseroles.
Oh, you weren't? So I've never been to Spain.
I was in the Navy, so we went a lot of places.
It's very interesting.
I was actually in Spain with the Navy. You know, it's in Spain that was just amazing. Fields and fields of miles of sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Because the wheat.
Maybe in Spain.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the sunflowers it's all the minerals. The sun is what we taste. That earth. It's
the herbs.
Scotty, do you want to try it? Scotty doesn't want to try it.
We should invite some celebrity guests sometime.
I definitely think that we should have some people to weigh in
Yeah.
But after the Advent, though, because we don't really know what we're drinking, so we gotta prepare properly
Okay.
on the experts that we ask.
I think that's
come
good.
in.
And then we can, have people weigh in. We'll just tell them what bottle to buy. Yeah.
And maybe they're not necessarily experts. Maybe they're people that don't know wine and they're tasting it and telling us what they think.
Right, because we're wowee.
Because we're the
we
experts.
like to educate.
We're educated and we're experts. Wowee.
Wowee.
Again, are we educated?
That's the part of
We're
that's the
getting
fun
there.
fact part, Holly.
I'm bringing fun facts to the table.
That's
Okay,
the fun
yeah,
fact part.
yes, that's true.
And we're learning that salad pairs very well with
Apparently the cold wine.
the festive collection.
I'm just
wine.
happy we're finally getting a red.
Yeah.
I mean, I needed this. I needed
Rosé
this
bubbles.
because I left
Rosé
my
bubbles.
children at school today.
Mm.
Drink
Gosh.
So what time did you actually go
Let's
get
Buttercup.
the? So what time did the kids actually get picked up?
I mean, I jumped in the car and, screamed down the road, which, isn't that far. So
You just left all the sick patients there, right? And came
I mean,
back.
did they call you at like 5:32 or was it like 5:35?
I'm
My
gonna guess
husband
5:45.
called me at 5:41.
So it's probably pretty close to
Oh.
6.
No, I think I got there by like 5:50. Easy. It wasn't that.
You only pay. Listen, there you only pay like $1 every 5 minutes or
I'm
something.
worried
It's
about
okay.
that. I'm just worried about the fact that my kids were the last ones there and they had to call me.
Well, I know it's happened to me before. I know.
That feels better.
When I lived in Baltimore,
I'm gonna finish this bottle.
when I lived in Baltimore, I had a dinner program, and JJ had only picked up sweet Jordan Wade one time from daycare because he worked 35 miles north. And pretty sure I called and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." And I called and he hadn't left the hospital, and it was like 5:35. It takes 35 minutes, and they closed at 6.
Oh.
And so I called my neighbor, freaking out because he wouldn't answer the phone, and I knew he was still in the OR. And so I called my neighbor. My neighbor went up there. He's like, "70, I don't have a car seat." I said, "Just go sit with them till JJ gets there. Like, they'll let you play on the playground or something."
Right.
Because up there, it's like, I'm not kidding. It's not $1 a minute. It's like $10 a minute. I don't know. It was something ridiculous, And
It was a deterrent.
And so Steve gets there and he's like sitting on the playground, and JJ showed up at 6:00. Like, I don't know how he made it. He made it there at 6:00, and I got in big trouble because I called in reinforcement.
Ooh.
That was probably my biggest fail as a parent.
That wasn't a fail. Are you kidding me?
I was he said, "You asked me to do it," and I told you I'd be there, and I was like, well, I didn't know how you could make that humanly possible. So he was like, "I told you I'd be there," and I was there at 6:00.
That doesn't sound like a fail as a parent. And it doesn't, that would be more like a spouse thing, but I wouldn't call that a
Maybe
fail.
you underestimated JJ, but yeah, I don't know if it's a fail.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an underestimation.
I think he was kind of disappointed. He was disappointed in me because I called him.
Sure. Yeah, my husband was not disappointed in me. He was giddy that he had to call me.
Yeah,
Like,
Jets.
guess what?
Jets effed up. Jets effed up.
Yeah. Way to go.
Bad. Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Leave our kids at school. I'm gonna drink more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a good one. So let's talk about like what do you
like it? I mean, of everything we've had before, I still like the first one the best, the rosé.
Yep.
Fruit
Mm-hmm.
rosé. But I feel like this one has character. Like, I like that in a red wine. I mean, I know what a cab tastes like. I know
And
what
it's dry.
tastes like.
Yeah, it's dry, and you don't get this that often, right? You don't go and buy a Tempranillo. Yeah,
I was gonna say Tempranillos to me tend to be more medium bodied as opposed to full bodied, but this kind of leans more towards full, which is much more my style. So I mean, I would probably never buy a Tempranillo, but if I knew that it was gonna taste like this, I might.
Yeah, JJ likes Tempranillo. We purchased a couple, but we don't know what we're looking for, Yeah. So I kind of like it. I'm kind of addicted.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
So what's the grade?
Okay, we gave the Brut Rosé a B+, and we gave the one last night, which we were kind of on the fence, C+.
It was like I think the average was a B.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Steph gave it a B minus or a C. You gave it
High
a B.
C. Mhm.
I
gave it
Yeah,
like a-
I think
I
yeah.
can
Yeah,
go B minus
79.
with this.
Yeah, B minus.
Yeah, I said B minus.
Yeah.
You realize our kids aren't going to know this grading system at all because they don't have to have grades anymore.
Oh, don't
Should be
even.
mad.
I can't even talk about it.
Oh,
What?
They don't get grades anymore.
no.
What are you talking about? They don't.
Maybe
Just
that's for
like this new educational system where they don't want them to feel like there's any sort of grading system, because life, you don't have to be good at life. You don't have to, compete. You can just like skirt on.
Why would you need
deadlines? Your mortgage company will just let you, just go along
Well,
with it.
oh, wait a minute. But how do you like get scholarships and stuff?
It's point
Everybody-
system. So I think it calculates into a GPA, like a certain number system, but it's not an A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, F.
You get like a 3, a 2, and a 1. It's like high pass.
I don't know
and low
how.
pass.
Yeah,
they
a
get it.
4 is an A, a 3 is a B. Really?
I don't know. It's great. It's I don't know. It's calculated.
It's bizarro. Yeah, no.
But it's not a grade. It's not like you failed F. It's
Right.
like
It's
If you
you
get
got
a
the-
0, you
you got the
failed.
lowest grade you
you're
could
getting
possibly
participation
get.
medals. Everybody participates. Everybody wins. I feel that is totally ridiculous.
Dumb.
Yeah. Whatever.
But what do we know? We are not in education either.
Not unless it's about wine.
All we know is that we give grades in line, and that is important.
We give grades.
And we
That is
give
important.
grades in niceness.
We do.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what that means exactly.
I'm not sure either.
We don't like mean girls.
No, we don't.
No.
You get an F for being mean.
But if you are a mean girl and you like our little discussion, then like us on YouTube because we have a channel now. And
If you're one of our 4 followers, thank you.
Yes. Hey, I got us a couple. We got to get JJ and Chris and Scotty hooked up.
All right, we're gonna get us some followers.
He's eating one of your cookies right now, Stephanie.
Oh yeah, what does he think? Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
tell them to get on YouTube and subscribe.
He gives it an A. He said.
Now imagine if it was warm right out of the oven a little, a couple days earlier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goes
Yeah, those are
with
good
the
cookies.
Tempranillo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have some more over there
Oh,
at your
yeah.
house?
Yep. Well, I hadn't checked today unless they.
Around the corner for me.
I got some.
I need some.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, B minus.
B
B minus for
I finished my tiny little bottle of wine.
what's it called?
I
Tempranillo.
got the most of all you people.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay, es más temprano. Es más temprano de otro vino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Otro sí.
I love it.
C.
Sí. Salud.
Salud.
All right. Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Go get you some cold meat.